I don't know if you've ever seen this drone track. I'll put a few clips up, but go check my last video. I did a car video, and all the drone footage, including the close-up car shots, was filmed with this drone and a ND polarized filter on it. And this drone did a phenomenal job. Just take it off, lock it in, and fly. This drone did an amazing job on the car shots. This is such a wonderful tool. Yes, I wish the camera was a little better, but it is good enough for anything on YouTube. Apart from that, this is a great GPS drone for taking anywhere when you're traveling, flying in GPS mode, and getting those nice, smooth cinematic shots. Well, that's when you fly this drone that traditionally uses this type of controller with a built-in screen that flies in GPS mode. And basically when you loose the sticks, the drone will just sit there and hover. Up is up, down is down, right is right, left is left, that type of stuff. Forward is forward, backward is backward, typical on this type of controller. But when you ditch this controller and you get something like this, which is an FPV goggles, which allows you to fly immersively and see what this camera sees, then you pair that with this kind of controller, which is a DJI FPV controller. I think this is the FPV controller 3. Then you can unlock full manual mode on this drone, basically giving you full control over this drone's ability, top speed, and tricks as well, because if you push the stick too much to the right, it won't lean right. It will completely start flipping over, and left it will flip left, forward it'll flip over forward, which you'll see in a little bit, because I'm not just going to tell you, I'm going to show you. Pull the sticks down and in, and the motors start, and then literally you just stick your hands out and you push the stick up. I should have had my linear, but I don't. And because it's GPS, it's just gonna stay right there. Look at that. It's gonna stay right there, and then I can move it up, hover it. It is pretty loud, so I want it away from me. Let's switch this puppy to Acro mode and see how well it does. I've got to go to the settings at the bottom here, controller, remote controller, and set this, instead of sports mode, set it to manual mode, because that's important. Confirm. And you see, when you go to manual mode, it's asking you to confirm that you set your sticks up. The other thing you have to do to fly this, yes, is take off the attitude limit. You don't want that on, because if it's on, it'll prevent the drone from flipping over. And I want to do the flips, because that's what full acro is all about. So yeah. Then here it goes. It's going into manual. Manual is going to give me a little bit more power, a little bit more control. Wow, it's dicing. All right, so let's do a flip. When you're learning really acro, you want to go high when you don't know. Like, look how, wow. I mean, it did the flip okay. At full stick pushing to the right, look how slow, though, it does that flip. So that's a problem for me. Let me try a back flip. Oh, it's slow. What happens is when you start flipping slow, you could be in the middle of a flip and hit the ground because the flip is taking long to happen. So see that flip? You see how I almost hit the ground there? The flip is just kind of slow. And then part of me is like, I really need to take the propeller guards off. So, I mean, flying acro is doable. I mean, I'm flying acro just like I would with any, what I would say, cinematic drone. It's flying the same way. Because look at how small this Neo 2 is compared to my cinematic FPV drone. And this flies cinematic really well. It has access to all the gyro features and stuff like that. Do I really need this cinematic drone? I mean, the Neo 2 kind of does it, right? Do you guys want to see a comparison video between these two? Let me know in the comment section below. Okay, so let's go back into the settings now. We're gonna go into the controller settings again, but this time we're gonna come over to gain an Expo. We're gonna increase things a little bit. So your rate is really what does it, right? So your rate on your roll, you can see there's 3 lines. There's roll line, there's the pitch line, and then there's the yaw line. So roll is basically how fast you're gonna roll like this. Roll left, roll right, roll. How fast are you gonna roll over basically? Pitch is basically how fast you're gonna flip over, forward and flip back like this. And yaw is basically how fast you're gonna spin on your axis. Generally for me and for learners, yaw is a bit sensitive, so I don't really touch that. But I start off with a faster roll so I can roll or tumble faster like this, or tumble this way faster, and a faster pitch so I can roll back or roll forward. I don't touch the sensitivity, I don't touch the Expo for now. So let's go. We're at 450, everything is standard. I'm gonna start rolling 750. Let's go 750. Same thing with the pitch. We're gonna make it 750 as well. So that will give me a faster pitch, a faster roll, and I'll be able to recover and keep flying faster, right? If this doesn't work, then I could always take off the propeller guards and lighten up the drone a little bit. But let's see how this does. The yaw, I'm not gonna touch the yaw. I think like the yaw is fast enough. So I'm just gonna leave the yaw, just touch it up a little bit. Let's go 350, just because we increased the rest. Yaw, you don't want your drone going like this too fast, yawing on its axis. That could be a problem. But flipping and rolling, yeah, I like that. Okay, and we can always hit reset here if you wanna go back to stock settings. All right, let's go up high, general rule of thumb. Okay, that spin is much faster. The yaw is good too. See, I'm yawing. I don't need a lot of speed on the yaw, but I do need to flip fast because that's important. And yeah, see how sensitive it becomes now, and flip. Oh, I could flip much faster too. So the way I feel right now, honestly, I mean, it's just taxing on the battery, but I feel like I have more control now. I don't even need to take off my prop guards. But the next battery, I will, just to see how better it makes the flight experience. And if you want to slow the drone down, just slow down your camera angle. So like I'll bring it down to 18, which is probably even a better starting point than 28 if you're learning FPV for the first time, or if you're doing FPV cinematic stuff like filming, like I want to film this guy on the bicycle. I don't need like a really aggressive angle just to film him. You know, you want like a nice, smooth, slow angle because he's not going really fast. But if he was going really fast, I would need more of an aggressive angle. And I love this drone because the range is so good. All right, let's turn back. I've got my spotter out there, of course. But yeah, wow, the speed is good. The handling is good. I mean, this drone flies Acro phenomenal. And it has stabilization built in. So the shakiness that you're seeing on the screen right now, it's not going to be that shaky when the stabilization is applied. Flip, nice and easy. Yep, now I've got 12%. How come I'm not getting warnings on my battery? So like a situation like this now, you got 12% battery, you just hit and you go into normal mode and you fly as normal. Let's land. I think if you're learning to fly manual or Acro FPV, you don't need to take off these prop guards. I would say just adjust the rates like I just did. Use the exact same rate settings that I just did, or a little slower. Maybe go 680 or 700 on the rates for your pitch and for your roll, and that will give you enough speed to spin out of stuff. So I think that's good enough. Here we go. All right, that's not so bad. I could take it off with my hands. It's a little finicky, but it does come off. DJI thought of a lot. There we go. That's it. Oh, there we go. So I could take off and oh, it looks like it wanted to take off before me. Good thing I was ready. Not doing any cinematic here, but wow, the drone feels a lot better. It's amazing what a little bit of prop guards can do because wow, she's going fast. She's going fast. She's fast too. Let's do a flip. Oh my gosh, she can flip, she can roll. Oh, not much power out of that roll, but here we go. We're gonna do a dive. Please don't get stuck in this tree X as you get carried away. Oh, it did something there on its own. I did not do that. So here we go. We're gonna try again. Oh no, it doesn't like that. Do I have to tell it that the prop guards are off? I don't know if it's trying to compensate. What is landing protection? When disabled, aircraft will not reduce speed when aircraft is collision. Use with caution. I don't need the aircraft to disable speed, to reduce speed. I can reduce the speed. So maybe it's the landing protection. Or we don't even have to use a tree. Just dive and then try to come out of it. Oh, please land on your, oh. Ugh. That's crazy if I lose this drone today. I mean, it's in here. It's got to be in here. I think I see something. I don't think it's that close to the fence though. Which tree was I at? Okay, I know where I am now. Yeah, it's further down. I don't know what I was doing over there. I was right by this big tree over here, so I fell over there somewhere. I don't know. How far could this drone really pitch? Whoa. Are you kidding me? Is that? Oh my gosh, that's the drone right here? How did it end up here? If according to the footage, it crashed all the way over there. That makes no sense. Now it landed in the grass, so obviously no damage, right? No damage nowhere. I don't see any damage, just grass, and it needs a good, like, get a paintbrush, an unused paintbrush, and just brush it off. I'm gonna put a brand new battery in there and try one more time. We're gonna go up and dive. Oh, it does make a difference. I just did wow, so you have to disable that landing protection. That's insane. Oh, oh, you got it. It's got landing protection. That's why. Okay. Oh, okay. We got it, guys. Make sure you disable that landing protection. Oh, wow. A lot better. Oh, I feel like I'm flying FPV now, huh? Look at me go, boys. Oh, it's that landing protection. Interesting. So guys, I think we cracked the code. Yes, you can do dives with this drone as well. And these are not steep dives, right? These are like, yeah, but you've got to disable that landing protection. I lost signal there. I'm in the car. I need to come out this car because the car it definitely gives you more latency. So I guess that landing protection has a lot to do with it. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Nice. I'm actually having fun with this thing. That's insane. Let's go between the cracks. Do a flip between the cracks. Power! Oh, we did a little power loop. We did a little power loop. Come on. You can do it. Oh, I was close to the edge, but landing nevertheless. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. What do you think of this little drone right here? I guess you can learn manual flight is what I would say on this, because I did hit the crash like twice. It was in the grass. It was a dust off and keep it going kind of a moment. I'm not sure if taking off that landing protection, disabling it, is what's really making the difference, but I definitely got better results trying it there, or maybe the wind just died down. I don't know. So the wind right now at 100 feet is 19 miles an hour and 8 miles an hour. Take it as it be. Take it for what it is. What do you guys think in the comment section below? Let me know if you guys have a Neo, you don't have a Neo too, you're thinking about buying it. How do you think it does in manual mode? Are you going to buy the controller? When you're not going to buy the controller, you're just going to fly it as a regular GPS drone. I mean, the battery life, I think everybody knows could use some improvement. But apart from that, I mean, the drone's pretty nifty. Or should you just get one of these and go straight into flying FPV? You know, just don't waste time with the little Neo. Look, hit the sim anyway if you can. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Hit subscribe. Let me know what videos you guys want to see next, so I know what videos to make, whether it's FPV, training videos, learning to fly, testing videos, whatever it is. Let me know in the comment section below. With that being said, I will get home. The sun is hot. I'm going to clean this bad boy up, and I will see you guys, well, in the next one.